Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Crazies. Today we'll talk about 7 upcoming NFL players who are going to be millionaires. Let's head into it. Number 7, Juju Smith-Schuster, WR Pittsburgh Steelers. Placing an established superstar is never easy, but it can have its own rewards. If a player can overcome often unrealistic expectations, the end result can be that he becomes a superstar himself. Aaron Rodgers, who sat behind Brett Favre in Green Bay, is one prime example. Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster may eventually be another. 7-time Pro Bowler Antonio Brown forced his way out of Pittsburgh in the offseason, leaving third-year wideout Smith-Schuster to take over as the number 1 target. While Brown leaves some big shoes to fill, there are plenty of reasons to believe that Smith-Schuster is up to the challenge. The 22-year-old is coming off an impressive 1,426-yard campaign and his first Pro Bowl nod. He's also working to embed himself into the Pittsburgh community. He recently held the first annual Juju Smith-Schuster water balloon fight. I think it's just another example about how he's trying to become more of a part of Pittsburgh, and we're happy to have him. Local resident Beth Mastrangelo said, per Johnny Shumway of CBS Pittsburgh. Number 6, George Kittle, TE San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle just barely makes the list. He'll turn 16 in early October, but he's entering his prime. That's a pretty scary thought for opposing defenses, as Kittle exploded to the tune of 1,377 receiving yards, a single-season record for a tight end, and 5 touchdowns in his second pro season last year. What's most impressive is that Kittle played with starting quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo a mere 3 games in 2018. Fantasy football fans know Kittle well because of the absurd numbers he produced. But to casual fans, he isn't yet a superstar. Yes, he was a Pro Bowler last year, but San Francisco wasn't a contender or regularly in the national spotlight. Regardless of how the 49ers fare in 2019, Kittle should become a full-fledged star. With Rob Gronkowski retired, Kittle has a chance to become the most prolific receiving tight end in the game. Number 5, Baker Mayfield, QB Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield took the league by storm as a rookie in 2018. He was brash, he was energetic, and he was damn good on the field. Despite not making a start until week 4, Mayfield managed to set a new rookie record, passing with 27 touchdowns. He is already nearing legendary status in Cleveland because the city has been aching for a true franchise quarterback since the Browns returned to the NFL in 1999. Before he can become a legitimate superstar though, Mayfield must prove that his rookie season wasn't a fluke. He caught plenty of opponents off guard last year, thanks to then offensive coordinator Freddie Kitchens' creative schemes. Mayfield and the Browns won't be taking anyone by surprise in 2019. The offense has expectations now. That's especially true after Cleveland hired Kitchens as the head coach, traded for Odell Beckham Jr., and added Kareem Hunt. If Mayfield experiences a sophomore slump, he could be reviewed as a flash in the pan. If he thrives though, and leads the Browns to the playoffs, he'll become a league-wide superstar in every sense. Number 4, Deshaun Watson, QB Houston, Texas. The Houston Texans knew they had something special in quarterback Deshaun Watson early in his career. He had the look of a future franchise quarterback almost immediately, through a torn ACL cut in his inaugural campaign short just after 6 weeks. Watson returned to play all 16 games in 2018 and put together a Pro Bowl season. He amassed 551 rushing yards and 31 total touchdowns. He has an opportunity to be even more productive in 2019. Watson was sacked an alarming league-high 62 times last season. If Houston pass protection improves following the team's offseason moves, the 23-year-old quarterback is going to be even more dangerous and entertaining. As long as Watson can stay upright and continue playing like he did last season, he'll join fellow 2017 draft pick Mahomes as an elite-level signal caller and one of the faces of modern NFL. Number 3, Myles Garrett, DE Cleveland Browns. Browns defensive end Myles Garrett isn't a player who craves attention, but he sure is a lot of fun. The soft-spoken sack artist loves dinosaurs, writes poetry, and dresses as popular television characters. Oh, and he can also absolutely wreck an offensive game plan. Garrett's rookie season was hampered by injuries, but he bounced back in a big way in 2018. He played in all 16 games, produced 44 tackles and 13.5 sacks, defended 3 passes, and had 3 forced tumbles. He also made an appearance in the Pro Bowl, likely the first of many. The Browns are going to be the media darlings of 2019. They have 4 primetime games scheduled, so plenty of fans are going to get a first-hand look at what Garrett can do on the field. The 23-year-old has the potential to be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate and a high-profile pass rusher in the mold of J.J. Watt and Von Miller. Number 2, Tre'Davious White, CB Buffalo Bills. The football world always seems to have a fascination with the top cornerbacks. Dale Revis and Richard Sherman to Patrick Peterson and Josh Norman. Players capable of providing legitimate shutdown pass coverage tend to become stars. Tre'Davious White of the Buffalo Bills is a corner in the mold. Playing in a small market has kept him away from the spotlight a bit, but the 24-year-old is on the verge of breaking out in a big way. Though he has yet to earn a Pro Bowl nod, his production is there. In his 2 pro seasons, White has racked up 123 combined tackles, 26 passes defended, 6 interceptions, and a forced fumble. He's sticky in coverage, physical when chasing down ball carriers, and willing and able to shadow number 1 receivers. This is the best player in a secondary that allowed an NFL low 179.2 passing yards per game last season. If Buffalo takes another positive step in 2019 and returns to playoff contention, White is going to emerge as one of the biggest and brightest stars. Number 1, Derwin James, Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, this guy don't like to go down. He got his own mind. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to hide him.
When the Los Angeles Chargers selected safety Derwin James in the first round of the 2018 draft, they believed that they were getting a different kind of player. You could just tell that his passion for the game, defensive coordinator Gus Bradley said, per Robert Mays of The Ringer, "You thought this guy has a chance to be special." The Chargers were immediately rewarded with a Pro Talent Bowl. The Florida State product did a little bit of everything, racking up 105 combined tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 3 interceptions. He is indeed a different kind of safety. What sets James apart is his ability to play virtually anywhere on the defensive. The 22-year-old can drop into deep coverage or creep up to the defensive line with equal efficiency. He can play the ball like a corner and he can hit the ball carrier like a linebacker. He has the potential to be the NFL's next great safety and to be one of the most notable players on LA's championship caliber defense. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.